We shall study about language and linguistics. Language as such, when we study, language is species specific. It is specific to some particular species, and it is also species uniform possession of man. It is species specific and species uniform possession of man. What is the difference between language and a language? Language is in the abstract is our faculty to speak, or the faculty of speech which all human beings held in common. Like all the human beings, whatever language they speak, we refer it to as language. A language but is a particular code or a set of conventions that we operate for the possession of the faculty of speech. Like there are set of conventions which we follow, a particular code which is specific to some particular community, and language is not held in common by all human beings, but it belongs to some specific community. Now let us see some definitions of languages. According to an ancient linguist of India named Patanjali, language is that human expression which is uttered out by speech organs. According to Edward Sapir, in his book Language, written in 1921, he has described language as language is a primarily human and non-instinctive method of communicating ideas, emotions and desires by means of a system of voluntarily produced symbols. So language is like human, completely human. It is primarily human and it is non-instinctive method. It is a way of communicating ideas, emotions, desires by a means of system of voluntarily produced symbols. By certain symbols we are producing. Earlier we know that they used to do some picture descriptions. Later on it turned out into alphabets, words and all. So according to Henry Sweet, in the History of Language, he has written, language may be defined as the expression of thought by means of speech sounds. According to transformational generative linguists like Noam Chomsky, you will understand what is transformational generative and all generative linguistics by the end of this particular course. Well, according to transformational generative linguists like Noam Chomsky, language is that innate capacity of native speakers to understand and form grammatical sentences. And to be very simple, Mrs. Indira Gandhi have referred to said like this: by language I do not mean words or the grammar, but I mean the attitude which understands the people's point of view. Let us see the characteristics of language. Language is verbal, language is sound. It is verbal, it is vocal, it is produced. We are uttering it. Language is a means of communication. For sure it is a means of communication. By language we are trying to communicate something to the other. Language is a social phenomenon. Language is non-instinctive and conventional. It is, we have not inherited it, but we have developed it. Language is arbitrary. When you say arbitrary, what does it mean? So, as you will study as you will study in criticism paper, literary criticism and all, arbitrary means like, suppose when we say dog, the image of the animal dog appears before us, like it comes to our mind. But it is just because we have, for that particular animal, we have termed it as dog. Had the animal dog been referred by our ancients or by like in the history, it was referred by the term cat, we will be doing that. There is no connection between the word and the object. Like it is all these are assigned by us. Okay. Language is symbolic. When you say something, it is symbolic. It represents something. Language is systematic. It is purely systematic with all the grammatical rules and all. Language is unique, creative, complex and modifiable. It is very unique. It is very creative. It is complex too with all the rules and all, and it is modifiable as well. Language is both linguistics and communicative competence. It is our competence. How good is our language? We are equally competent regarding our communicating ability. Language is human and it is structurally complex. Language is completely made by human beings and by structure it is quite complex. Let us see the difference between human communication and animal communication. Human communication. Human communication is very unlimited and infinite. We have so much of chances. Unlimited it is. We have so many opportunities. We can develop so many noble ways. We can even add to it. But in the case of animal communication, it is very limited and very finite. In the case of human communication, it is an open system. Open system in the sense like you can add more. But in the case of animals, it's only their what cry they do, that is their language, that's it. Human communication is extendable and modifiable, whereas animal communication is unextendable and unmodifiable. Human communication is flexible and full of variety, whereas animal communication is inflexible and without variety. Human communication is non-instinctive, whereas animal communication is instinctive. We know that instinctive, they get it by instinct. Human communication is acquired, whereas animal communication is inherited. Human communication is conditioned by geography. According to our geographical, we have got differences in the language and utterance. But in the case of animal communication, all the dogs of all the places, they howl, they bark in the same way, or it is not conditioned by geography. Everywhere it is the same. Human communication is full of novelty, full of something new, and creativity is there. Whereas animal communication, it doesn't have any novelty or any creativity. Human communication is recurrent, whereas animal communication is repetitive. Human communication has grammaticality, whereas animal communication has no grammaticality. Human communication is cognitive as well as behavioral, whereas animal communication is only behavioral. Human communication is descriptive and narrative, whereas animal communication is non-descriptive and non-narrative. There are some misconceptions about language. Let's see that. Misconceptions arise because of improper and inadequate reflection on the nature and structure of language. Some of the misconceptions, very common misconceptions are: written form is more prestigious than spoken form. People think like that. That literary language is the only language. No. One language is superior to another. This is all misconceptions about language. Traditional alphabet is adequate. Another misconception. The job of the linguist is not to describe but to just prescribe the rules that are to preserve the purity of the language. All these are some misconceptions about language. Another misconceptions include children learn language merely by imitation. It's not like that. They use their logic, they use their brains, right? They use their logic, they connect, their observation skills are all involved. Then another misconception is language is an instinctive and inherited property of man. No, not like that. We have acquired it. There is little common between the languages of the world. Those who have studied Indo-European languages know very well that there are many things common between the languages that come under the same parent family, language family. Then another misconception is there is no language universals at all. No, not like that. Usually English is considered as the universal language. Then another misconception is that no two languages has any similarities. Nothing like that. If you have studied Indo-European languages, we know very well that there are similarities between languages that come under the same language family. Okay, so we have discussed what language is. We have studied some of the definitions of language, and we also have studied some of the characteristics of language, and also some the difference between the human communication and animal communication, and also the misconceptions about language.